got y'all another one. Yes sir. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is J motherfucking Salty. Don't forget the J, and don't forget to nickname the little salty. As you know, I am the light-skinned wizard, the light-skinned therapist, the light-skinned nigga can take your bitch. Just a light-skinned nigga in general. If you don't know me now, you know me. And for today's video, we are going to be reacting to YouTube beef ends in a offing live on stream. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. So what if I told you that was over YouTube beef? So first and foremost, rest in peace to YouTuber. Are you serious? Finny the Legend and his wife, they were on a Las Vegas trip, and I know we're gonna have to blur and edit a lot of that out, but I think a lot of people can come to the conclusion that while walking on the strip, they were approached by other YouTuber City Man and were open fired on. Like their lives were ultimately ended in that very specific moment. Sin City Manny, City Man, whatever you want to call him, open fired on another YouTuber because of YouTube beef and ended. So you're telling me grown ass man, by the way, really pressed over some shit. But I'm not gonna lie, this is what I mean when I say, like, y'all gotta understand that this YouTube and Twitch shit is like, y'all gotta be careful what you guys say, because you never know who you getting tight. You never know who's watching you. You never know what can happen if you say the wrong thing. That's why, like, if my chat always be trolling and be going into other people's chats and stuff, and they always be on some, oh, this streamer JSalty said that you smell like shit, and then all of a sudden I go on their stream and I never said anything, and then they're talking mad shit about me. One time they went in my chat with somebody and they started showing knocks on stream saying that when we see you we finna Swiss cheese your ass. And I'm like, no, like, I'm a guy that's gonna stay out of beef respectfully. I don't want to be involved with any type of beef, and that's just me. And if y'all want to call me pussy, this and that, listen, if I need to address something, then I'm gonna address something. But at the end of the day, this is crazy. Ended up ending the lives of him and his wife. Now you're probably wondering, how the hell did somebody get here? Well, back in 2023, Manny pepper sprayed Finny's wife, his literal wife, in a real life confrontation. I'm not gonna lie, if you pepper spray my wife, I gotta beat your ass. The other problem that we have is the whole conversation about streaming territory, which they act like this is a gang. These two grown men acting like children is the most impressive thing in the world. But they were trying to figure out who claimed the Vegas streets. Who could Marvel chat. Who could do live streaming in Vegas and who couldn't, you know, hey, you gotta check in with me, just other typical grown man shit. So naturally, Finny responded by making live streams where he hosted other Vegas live streamers where they told their testimony about people like Manny and other Vegas streamers and how they just weren't making the spot cool or, you know, welcome to be around. And this caused Finny to get really popular, and he started stealing some of that money from people who were looking for other Vegas streamers, and they started donating and doing all these other things for, you know, the guy that was Manny's arch enemy. So it seemed like his turf, Manny's turf, got claimed by Finny. Now mind you, these are two 30-plus-year-old men, and the backstory goes that they've had a long, especially since they older. And one thing about, like, I would say millennials is that they take this internet shit so seriously. Like, one time I said something as a joke on the internet, and my mom literally fell to her knees and started crying, bro. I'm like, Mom, I didn't mean that. What did I say? I said, oh, like, I made a joke. I was like, oh, like, niggas was glazing or some shit. Like, niggas said, JSalty, you glazing. And I said, that shit, that's all I do. As a joke for a clit farm. And my mom fell to her knees and cried. I ain't even gonna lie. An outstanding beef. Just a couple of days ago, Finny dropped a 5-hour video where he just mocked Manny and his wife to the utmost extent. I mean, it was very extreme, and this is probably one of the reasons why, you know, I ain't gonna lie, if you're making multiple videos and 5-hour-long videos about someone, I'm just letting you know, you already lost the beef. And I ain't gonna lie, that is bitchless activity. Yes,
That is bitchless activity. This nigga is a bitchless ass nigga. Now, respectfully, I don't want beef with you. So I will avoid that. So please, hop off my dick.
No, there was a triggering and then another triggering.
Like, who leaves the house looking like that? Like, what about leaving the house like that makes you like feel like that's tight? Like when he left and he put that makeup on as a guy, and then he put the hat on with the fake outfit. Like, what about that? Like, what do you think he said? Like, do you think he was like, man, I look hard tonight? Like, what is his goal? I don't get it. What's his goal? Does he want to look like a clown? Does he want to look like a... What's his goal?
His goal is to be zesty as hell, fool.
Hey, I was just about to say that. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you, bro. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you for saying that.
How her back going? Is that Machete's woman? Like,
that's a girl?
Get that ass banned.
You whooping the shit out of Machete.
Now, the beef does not stop there. These guys were actively striking each other's channels, you know, getting up to 2 strikes, where if you get that 3rd strike on YouTube, you know, your channel can be struck down. But they were actively taking action upon each other as well before the beef happened, using the copyright system of YouTube.
Let's get this clear though, y'all, because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real. And we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike,
he's a cool ass dude, and like real shit. I don't know his videos, nor have I been, you know, nor I've been indulged in what type of content him and his wife do. Of course, rest in peace their souls. I don't think I said that in the beginning of the video, but this shit is crazy.
Got 3. Y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. But I don't think I can take his channel from him, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man. And he's so close, man.
Wow.
Now, you know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike?
Yeah.
No. He probably reacted that way because he actually did that. He actually thought about probably doing that. So then when he saw him saying this, he probably got excited. He's like, oh, I see you. I'm finna Swiss cheese your ass.
You swing at me, we swinging back twice.
I'm not saying that anybody deserved what happened to them, but the foreshadowing is very eerie. Just a day after he was removed from this earth, making fun of the guy and saying that he would ultimately end his life and all that stuff like that. I've had my own issues with the copyright strike system with different channels, and we've seen how those have played out with the likes of Fresh and Fit when they went on their mass copyright strike situation. But I can guarantee you, I don't think anybody would ever think that it could bubble over into something like this. Like, this is a very big and bad situation where people ultimately lost their lives, and now the person who is on record showing that he is chasing this person, which we'll get into in a second, is out on the run from the authorities based off of YouTube channel beef. Now, I do think that there is some sort of mental illness component at play here. I mean, all this stuff is not only televised, but Manny is actually on video talking about how he's looking for this person one day before the actual incident happening. And if you watch this video and take away what I watched this video, we could probably conclude that there's a bunch of mental illness going on that people need to address in real life.
I'm out here searching for my baby. I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I was dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him. What are we doing, field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told, right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Oh, man.
You heard that laugh?
You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told, right? Somebody should have sent me my invite.
That is the most evil villain laugh I ever heard in my life. Word of my mother.
Come on, I have to say hi to my biggest fan.
Yeah, that's a clear sign, if there's no other, that this person needed some sort of help. I've since gone on YouTube to try to find these channels with these videos to see if there's any comments, updates, or whatever the case may be. And it seems that YouTube has totally scrubbed or deleted not only the videos, but the channels themselves from the YouTube platform, which I think is a good deal. I could only imagine.
YouTube. Okay, YouTube. I'm seeing it. I like that.
The type of stuff that's going on, and we don't want this person who is this far off the edge to be, you know, antagonized by any commenters or any other people reacting or doing anything else like this, because it's clear that he's unstable. Like I don't think that there's very much any question about that. It's clear that he's unstable.
I hope Manny get life in prison for premeditated murder, but it's not just his fault. It's his wife's fault. It's his friends and all them other dudes that was in his YouTube videos listening to him say he want to unalive you, egging them on. They saying stuff too.
Exactly. That's why I always say y'all don't want to listen to the comments. Y'all don't want to listen to what people say, because at the end of the day, niggas is gonna say a lot of shit. Word too. I gotta chill.
Asking if you want to be buried alive.
Chat be your biggest op. I swear to God, chat be your biggest op, bro.
Cremated. He talking about he want to chop you up, send you to your mom. That's how he was getting those strikes you was giving him. You even said, oh man, I don't want to give him another strike on his account. He lose his account, he might off himself because he crazy. You knew someone right with him. You still took him as a joke. You wasn't afraid of him. And it's okay, you didn't have to be afraid of him, but you also did not have to tell that man you was coming to Las Vegas. That man got in his car and was driving around in the daytime telling you he was looking for you. He was going to be wherever you was at. He was
asking
like
once somebody sees that, I feel like if I saw that and somebody said that about me, I'm not going back in that area. I'm going to stay where I'm at, and I'm just going to go home.
And asking you to drop your location. And you went live on the strip, knowing this man is obsessed with you, knowing this man wasn't mentally right. And I feel like y'all was looking for a viral moment, but he was already defeated. He wasn't there to play games. And I just want to say, at y'all age, this showed a lot of immaturity and ignorance.
And I'm not saying this to justify, you know, the actions that Manny took on Finn, but at the end of the day, this is a reason in the testament as to why you don't play with
there's always two
bags.
sides to a problem, and I feel like they probably did see that, especially if they have a fan base. Their fan base and they're beefing, their fan base is going to hit them up and do all this stuff. That's true. Like, if that shit ever happened to me, respectfully, I'm not going to throw myself into a position, bro.
People are so attached to this online thing, this thing on the phone or this thing on the computer screen, that it could be the breaking point for them. And not saying that anybody should have lost their life because of this, but the reality is that you never know what anybody's dealing with. Like, the internet is a place for lonely people or people that need help to find their voice. So behind that internet, behind that loneliness, behind all that, there is a person that is actually suffering beyond the keyboards. You know, it's bigger than just the uploads. It's bigger than the likes. It's bigger than the comments. It's bigger than the views. This is a person with feelings, with emotions, with all those things. And I don't know how he couldn't see, but it's as clear as day that this man was mentally ill to some capacity. This is not somebody I would have tried. Now, again, him and his wife did not deserve this at all, but I think that this should just be a warning sign for a bunch of people, especially if you're not cool with each other. This stuff is not content. Antagonizing and the internet beefs are not content. You know, this IRL stuff is not.
I can understand like minor miniature beef. That's nothing. It's not harming nobody, not harming you, and not harming the person you have beef with. That's cool. But stuff to the point where people are literally threatening to off other people is crazy, my God.
To the extent that they're doing. I will say that it's also reported that YouTube did not immediately take down the VOD from this video, which is insane to me. I mean, this was live streamed on your platform, and we've seen how some of these platforms have handled these sensitive topic matters or subjects before in the past, but they've ultimately got to do a better job. I don't know what the review process is or is like or whatever, or who's actively watching these things, but seeing two people get slain on YouTube and the VOD existing for another couple of hours or whatever it is, it's just, that's a very tough pill to swallow, especially for those that are close to, you know, these people in question. There's not too much to really say here. You know, rest in peace to Finney the Legend, rest in peace to his wife. Sin City Manny, please get some sort of help. Like,
help, my nigga, go to jail. You need to get locked up, my nigga.
I don't I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. I'm begging and pleading of you to get some sort of help. Take mental health seriously and do not antagonize people on the internet. This is very much cut and dry. This is a situation that could have totally been avoided, but people had to take things way too far. And it's sad that people lost their lives behind it.
Nah, that shit is crazy, chat. Listen, be careful what you say on the internet. Be careful who you beef with. Be absolute careful, because at the end of the day, there are still people watching you. You never know if you have a crazy ex-girlfriend watching your video, maybe like one right now that's watching my video. Yeah, I see you watching my fucking videos, so you better get the fuck off this shit. You're not welcome. Goodbye. Adios. Adios, senora. We out. Oh, yeah, senorita. We not playing games. But besides that, chat, make sure to like this video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and also make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/JSalty, and I'm out.
Alright, free all baby, man. This one from the heart. My day ones are angels, 120 degrees and threes work all angles. My brother died early, got his halo. My name is section that I can't go.